Hello everyone, Mutarn here with a replay from the Team Liquid replay pack number 46. It is LiquidSheth this week. Awesome Zerg player, also known as the Manor Bear. He's been on, I don't actually know how long he's been a member of Liquid for. It's been quite a while. Before that he was a member of FXO, and before that he was one of the members of Root. So, awesome player there. And his opponent in the bottom left is going to be none other than iSAxslav. Just a really awesome, smart player. He did the breakdown of games and stuff like that at one of the recent MLGs and did such a great job. And you know, even for a really long time, like watching his stream and stuff like that, you can tell he's just like a really, really smart player. And also one of the few players to average about less than 100 APM some games, just because he's so accurate with his clicks and stuff like that. It's really awesome to watch iSAxslav play. Gives me hope for my low APM ass. Anyway, nothing really crazy here. Oh, never mind. Actually, it looks like a 10 pool from Sheth, so he looks like he wants to get a little bit aggressive in the early game. Feels a little odd, just 'cause this is Daybreak. This is like a big map, so yeah, I've seen players go for stuff like getting like a 10 pool for your queen really fast, but I don't really know if that's what this is. This is okay, extractor trick. Yeah, it looks like it's a macro play. That's a little weird. I don't know. He's making drones, so he's obviously not going to get aggressive with it. If he were going to be making lings, he'd be saving larva. Well, he'd have at least 3 right now. He will make 4 lings, so maybe he wants to just check out what's going on. This is not going to go well for him though, because iSAxslav is doing something that he does a lot, being gateway first in his base. I've actually watched him hold 6 pools with this, like a 14 gate, and he holds a 6 pool and takes no damage. It's kind of ridiculous. He's also scouted the links now, so I assume he's going to be chronoing a zealot at least. Or what? Or he's going to make a nexus? Did he miss something? Like, what? He's seen this, right? Oh my god. This is crazy. I guess this is why they put it in the replay pack. It's not because it was a particularly, you know, really good game, but it was a freaking crazy game. I imagine this is going to be cancelled or something, right? You can't hold this. There is 1 zealot out, so maybe if he is like the godliest micro ever, a zealot and a probe can take out a couple lings. Oh, he's bringing more probes down. The lings are going to focus that probe there as opposed to go after the zealot. So, good so far. It actually went right to 50 damage to 0 shields, and the lings kind of ran away. Throws down a forge, start his wall off, and now he's just going to micro back and forth, and it looks like he's actually going to hold this. Sheth is sending a bunch more lings down the map though, so this could be scary, but now that there's 2 zealots, I think he can probably live. This is crazy! He's gonna have his expansion done before the Zergs, because he pylon blocked. Like, his expansion's finishing, and Zergs is a third of the way done, and he's not gonna die to this. It's like, sorry Zerglings, in a choke, 3 zealots kinda kill infinity of you. Sorry to tell you this. Now he's actually gonna do some micro with the probes here, get a good surround, and then micro back the ones that are hurt. Sheth's doing a good job of picking off individual probes. That always helps, but I can't believe I'm saying this, but iSAxslav is way ahead after a 10 pool where he went gate, nexus, zealot. He didn't even chrono his zealot as far as I know. That was crazy. It really comes down to, A, Sheth didn't get a surround on the zealot right away, which would have just ended, you know, that zealot's life. And he also got this kind of pylon forge choke up, and Sheth attacked into it, which is probably a huge mistake. But we see Sheth here going for his 3rd. He's definitely not going to get cannon rush because he's got these lings here. Oh, those are overloads. Never mind. Just droning up now. Let's see what the worker count is. Yeah, Protoss is still a little bit ahead, but not so much. Generally, Protoss will be ahead at very first, and then Zerg gets ahead a little bit after that. So now we're just gonna have to see, you know, what kind of strategies they're looking to go into. Actually, this game is kind of equalized. iSAxslav, I believe, saw that. Yeah, he saw that. He saw it plenty. So he sees that. He's gotten quick double gas as well, so could be something interesting. He's actually gone 2 harvesters in each gas. I wonder if he's done that in his main. Yeah, okay, so this is essentially like, he could just have 3 gas, but by spending 75 minerals, he's making these drones that are actually mining gas more efficient. So he's spending like, maybe a probe worth of minerals, a little more than that, to make 8 of his probes much more efficient. So this is actually really cool. Throwing down 2 gateways right here. Let's see what that puts him up to. I think it's 3 now, yeah. First sentry's coming out, and let's see what Sheth is up to here. He's taking, well, he took 2 of these guys, he's got another one on the way. He's still kind of low in the harvester count. I mean, he's hardly ahead, but he is ahead by 10 supply. He's got his gases finished now, so they're all mining. Let's see what he wants to do with the 3 gas income. You know, is it just going to be a quick layer? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Wow, that's a lot of drones. Yeah, there it is, quick layer. Well, considering this game, anyway. We have, looks like, is this a full wall? I don't think so. I think there's a little, like a one hex gap right there. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, there is. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell, those angles. Still got two probes in each gas, which is pretty cool. Honestly, I don't know what this is for. He's throwing out a bunch of gateways, so it's probably going to be for some pressure. That being, never mind. He's going to go 8 gate. I miscounted. My apologies. Yeah, he's not stopped producing drones though, or sorry, probes. He's at 42 though, so I guess he's probably going to stop now. Yeah, okay. +1 attack is going to be finishing here for this little engagement. He's already got a couple sentries out. He can also make some more. Not too many. They're there. Okay. I was like, where'd the gas go? It's all going to come down to when Sheth sees this attack and if he can hold it. He has seen these units now, so it pretty much says, yeah, you're attacking me. And as such, he's producing only units. He's getting Zergling speed and roach speed, along with Burrow and +1 ranged attack. So if all this stuff finishes, he wins. You know, oddly enough, or honestly, if Burrow finishes, he wins. But until then, you know, he might have a tough time dealing with all these sentries. There are 9 sentries. They've all got, you know, a good amount of energy. At least a force field each, some of them up to 3. This is what you call a dead hatchery. Yeah, there's no chance for that hatchery. And Sheth is going to counterattack. Alright. I actually think that's a good choice. This army is just too much for him to deal with at the moment. Oh, okay, he wants a big flank. I like the counter idea. Apparently this probe wants to fight. No kills, though. No kills. Alright, he's walking into the natural here. 3 spines are going up, so we're going to see if he can get this attack done before those spines are up. All the drones coming off the line, and this big flank comes in, but oh shit, now there's all these units behind force field. Sucks for Sheth. He did get the drones in and onto the sentries, or the stalkers. That's a big deal, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. These spines are about to finish, so that'll help a lot. He's also force field the ramp here, so no roaches will be able to get down, but they can probably fire from the high ground. Oh, actually, the stalkers can even get up, so it's a pretty big hole. And the roaches that were stuck behind those force fields are coming back, but now they're all on the bottom of the ramp, and iSAxslav's army is on the top. He's actually having drones fighting sentries and stalkers, not the best, you know, composition for that, for fighting drones, but let's be honest, they're drones. They're pretty shitty at fighting. And now we see there is going to be a counterattack. Goodness, I don't see this game going much longer. This is a lot of roaches. iSAxslav is going to try to throw up some more cannons, which is something he desperately needs. Yeah, I definitely like this decision by Sheth. There's really no point waiting anymore. Yeah. iSAxslav, you're in trouble, buddy. Sheth's going to pick up this forge, pick off this forge, make sure that armor doesn't finish, but even if it did, I don't really see it helping for this many roaches. You know, iSAxslav does have a much better economy at this point, but 4 zealots, 6 stalkers, and 3 sentries, you can't really fight 20 roaches. They wish they could. There's an immortal about to pop out, so if that does come out in time, you know, before he loses all these units, then he could have a slight chance, but I think Sheth will probably just either focus it down or walk away. Sheth's gonna pick up this pylon. iSAxslav is being forced to warp in more sentries, which sucks. delays your tech by so much. Throwing up another forge, I'm assuming, in his main. His Twilight's down, but nothing's researching at it, and he's got no Dark Shrine or Temple Archive on the way, so it's pretty much just empty money that he probably wishes he could have back. And it looks like iSAxslav is going to more or less push his army out. 2 force fields wasted there, but he is taking his 3rd at the same time as the Zerg, so that's a good position for a Protoss. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really surprised Sheth didn't just kill him, but I guess he has been, has he even been making workers? Oh my god. He has made some workers. I think if he had just made units, he probably would have won. But well engaged from iSAxslav. iSAxslav here, still warping in sentries. About 7, 8. It's a good number. Generally, when I like to stop. He's walling off here, which is something not every pro does. I don't understand why it's like so good. And Sheth here will scout it. Let me put myself on busy, if I can remember how. Oop, busy. There we go. Sorry about that. Roaches and Lings coming over to the 3rd. They're going to try to cancel it, but I don't really see it happening. Even just that one cannon, like, with this army, there's absolutely no chance this army isn't killing it. iSAxslav isn't going to see it with his observer. Cancels the pylon there. 6 save, bro. 75 minerals. Whoa. I don't know. His Roach Sling are running over to the 3rd, going to try to do some more damage, just do some damage there, but the cannon's done, so these Lings are going to be essentially useless. All these buildings really do is buy time for this army here that's stronger than Sheth's to come over. And oh no! Oh goodness, Sheth, you should not have at all walked into range of force fields there. Big chunk of this army gets cut off. These are free units from iSAxslav. That is something you never want your opponent to have. Free units just suck. But during this entire time, I mean, Sheth has been teching out. He's got his infestation pit done. He's started his hive and starting his spires. So it kind of seems like he just wants to go 3 base Infestor Broodlord. Kind of not gonna make another unit ever, unless it's a Corruptor or an Infestor, and then upgrade those Corruptors. That's really all he wants to do at this point. He's taking the rest of his gases. I don't even know if he'll expand. Like, he can't hold expansions. And if iSAxslav gets wind of this, I mean, he's just going to attack. And it looks like he's going to see this hive morphing, so he knows the infestation pit's out. And there's really only one reason to be morphing a hive at this point. I think iSAxslav knows he should just attack. He's moving out here and walling off a little bit. I should start doing this in Daybreak too. Wow, I see this a lot on Cloud Kingdom, walling off the ramp that's right in front of your natural, but I don't see it on Daybreak. I never really thought to do it. That's a great idea. It looks like iSAxslav might just want to take his 4th. Or he's making a proxy pylon. And while iSAxslav is moving out here, it looks like Sheth might want to do a little bit of counterattack. With no units here, yeah, he can definitely break this wall. It's only 2 cannons. 3 gateways are really helpful versus Lings, but they can always run around if they want. Or they just, you know, run in and kill probes. iSAxslav here is doing his push, and man, I don't know. Those supply counts are it's just rough. There is, however, a good amount of damage getting done here. iSAxslav just wants to abandon his 3rd, protect his natural, which is a fine choice. You know, essentially, if you kill everything Zerg has, you don't mind being on 2 bases. And it would be a little bit kind of minding 2 bases, more like 1.5, 1 3/4. You know, at this point, he could just send some. Yeah, okay, he is warping in units. He's warping in units. He could save that pretty easily. But Sheth is sending another group of Lings to go kill that. In the meantime, iSAxslav has killed this hatchery. He's about to pop out some more Lings, so 3 Lings. And, oh, he wants... Okay, this is awesome. He's got Infestors on the high ground, and he's essentially just going to chain fungal these sentries until they're dead. Or he's going to let some of them go. Smart force fields by iSAxslav, just saving his units. But, I mean, I really feel that as long as iSAxslav gets some answer to very, very few Broodlords, he's going to be okay, and he's starting his target right now, so he's going to have that answer. Even just a couple Void Rays, you know, they can deal with a couple Broodlords. This is a lot of Infestors, but with no ground army other than a couple Lings, it's not really going to matter. They're just going to die, especially when Colossi are out. Range is started now. 1 Colossus is done. Charge is almost done, as is +3 attack, so... Man, these Lings are just going to melt. You ever seen a Colossus attack Zerglings with +3? Yeah, it's brutal. They kill everything. This pylon lives with, what is that, 2 health? 1 attack from the Zergling kills that. That's so funny. Anyway, Sheth hasn't retaken his third. He has the money to do it. Yeah, okay, here he goes now. He has the money to retake this third, but that's pretty much it. He's building 3 Corruptors at the moment. The Greater Spire is morphing, but I don't know if he's going to have enough money to get enough Broodlords to actually win the fight. The Stalker is picked off for free, which is always nice. And iSAxslav here is just kind of moving back and forth with his army. Scaring you. Well, scaring you. It's pretty much all he can do at this point. I mean, that's all he needs to do. If you have Colossi, and then I'm assuming he's going from, yeah, he's going for Mothership here. He's also taking his 4th, while Sheth's 3rd is morphing in, so that kind of sucks for Sheth. Takes out another pylon, actually supply blocks iSAxslav, that's kind of funny. And there are 2 pylons on the way, so it's not a huge deal. Sheth donates some lings to the Colossus army, which is always fun. Taking his 4th, but it's going to be later than Protos's. And, dude, I just don't know. He's got 4 Broodlords morphing, which is nice, because Broodlords are just really good. But is it going to be enough to fight this army? This is a pretty big army. It's very, very, very close. Or, very close. Are you kidding? No. Very doubtful. My apologies. So, Sheth really just still making Broodlords. He really wants iSAxslav to be incredibly passive, but I don't know if iSAxslav's going to do that. He has Blink finished. Still making Colossi. He's making his Mothership. He's even getting Gravitic Drive, which is going to be really nice. You attack the front, and then you warp in Zealots in his main and just kill the Spire, or the Infestation Pit, or even the Hive. iSAxslav here, taking out the 4th here. It was cancelled, so no biggie. I think it was cancelled. I didn't see the drone. I really hope it was. Or else this, you know, what is it, 125 minerals you don't get back? Some nice fungals going down here. Good fungals, just holding units in range of the Spine Crawlers. And, well, the Broodlords as well, seeing as they make units. I was love watching Broodlings fly back to Broodlords. It just looks silly. It's like, if you're going to commit, just do it. You see iSAxslav here moving down to the south end of the map. He probably thinks Sheth has this base, because it would make sense for Sheth to have this base, but he doesn't have that base. He's sitting on 4 base. iSAxslav is in a great position as far as bases go. He's on 3 base mineral mining, but he's still got the 2 gases here, and there's about 1,000 gas in his main left, so honestly for Protoss it's like a 3 base economy until that gas runs out. Minerals, not such a big deal as compared to gas. We see Sheth had to remake some lings. That not dying thing is really helpful, and it's kind of at the point where iSAxslav just, he's splitting up his army. He's attacking both areas at the same time. And versus an army composition like Sheth has, that's going to be hugely favorable to him, just because you can't split up. This is kind of like the Protoss Deathball, way back when it was just like Stalker, Void Ray, Colossus. Those are the 3 units you were allowed to make and nothing else. Well, you couldn't split up that army at all, or it was trash. It's kind of the same idea here. Looks like this little portion of the army is going to get picked off relatively cost efficiently. It did take out the 3rd, and he did also kill the 4th, the other chunk of his army, so it's going to be okay. This is quite helpful for Sheth, though. This definitely brings him back a little bit. Has to retake his 3rd and his 4th, which is minerals he doesn't want to have to spend, but still something he can kind of afford to kill that big piece of army. Now we see the War Prism Harass starting. Bunch of Zealots. Going to go right for the Hive. And the Queen. It always sucks when you lose Queens. I don't think he's going to get it here. This is a lot of lings. They do only have +1, but it doesn't really matter. Zealot's only a +1 armor, so it's essentially negated. They did get this Hive to halfway health, so maybe they can kill that again, but the big thing is that while that War Prism Harass is going on, you push and hailed the 4th again. I mean, Sheth is still, he's still at 5 Broodlords. Let's just check to make sure I didn't miss any. Still sitting at 5 Broodlords, and he's having to make Infestors. He's having to remake Infestors. He's had to make a bunch of Lings because, iSAxslav isn't being passive, and he's been forcing him into making units that he just doesn't want at this point. And also canceling these bases. Every time he does that, you get some of that money back, but not all of it. It's still very expensive. 2 random probes just chilling, man. They're gonna die. That's what you get for being lazy. This army here gonna go in, look at the third a bit, but it's probably not gonna do much as long as there's some cooldown for his gateways. He's probably gonna warp in some zealots, the one we saw. There is also a more zealot harass going in here with a greater spire. Is he gonna get it? No! Very close. He also damaged the hive quite a bit, and this is just gonna start adding up. Even if he loses the war prism and all his zealots, he's damaging these buildings, and if he kills either one, he's gonna be in a great position. It's just so hard for Sir to get those buildings up when they're on such low econ. We see iSAxslav taking his 5th before the Zerg actually has like 3rd and 4th both saturated, so that's pretty big deal for Protoss. Even looking at the supply, 191 to 113, that's huge, especially with only 5 Broodlords out. He's got a good infestor count considering the Broodlord count here. It's like 13. It's quite good. 6 going up to 7 Broodlords though. Not really enough to fight this army. What is this? 7 Archons, 6 Colossi, a Mothership, and a bunch of Stalkers. Like, good luck, bro. Oh no, the Vortex. I think he got a couple. Did he get like 4 or 5 Broodlords in there? Nice burrow on the Infestors. Lets them get out of there more easily. I believe there are Archons in there, so we're gonna have to see how much he kills. Oh. Yep, GG. GG. This game more or less came down to I mean the opening wasn't really a factor eventually, but just Sheth's attack, he killed so much and didn't lose anything with it. Just back in the mid game, and from then, Sheth was so far behind and couldn't really do anything to fight iSAxslav. Just played it really well, took bases, macroed, pretty much its standard iSAxslav. So that was still a good game. I can definitely see why they put it in the replay folder, if not a little longer than it should have been, but it's mostly due to iSAxslav's passivity. So still, thanks for watching.